Aloha everybody, welcome back. So happy to see you again. Glad that you were able to make it to the second video. Now that you know how to log into the system, I want to go over your MLS dashboard with you and show you how to best utilize the tools that we provide as subscriber benefits. So let's get right into it and head on over to the www.highcentralmls.com website and plug in our login credentials. From here, it is going to bring us to our MLS dashboard, and as you can see, there are quite a few icons that are available, and we'll get into explaining each one for you. But pretty much you can use each of these applications to help elevate your business. So let's jump in and go over what each application has to offer. CoreLogic is the provider for housing our MLS data. When you click the matrix icon, it will bring you to your matrix dashboard. This is referred to as your matrix system. Here you can search the MLS, enter and edit your listings, produce and create reports, and set up automated emails for clients. Now, I'll go more into detail on navigating this dashboard in the next video, but for now, let's focus on the MLS dashboard. And just to clarify, the difference between your MLS dashboard and your matrix dashboard is that your MLS dashboard provides you access to all of your member benefits, while your matrix dashboard is your homepage for the matrix system.
Next, we have Centrikey. This is your mobile system that allows you to generate codes to gain access to properties that utilize a Centralock lockbox.
Alright, so let's go ahead and click on the Centrikey icon to get into our Centralock app. This is where you're going to be able to adjust and modify and manage all of your account settings. So what you're going to do is head over to Manage My Account and make sure that all the information there is correct and up to date. A lot of that information gets pulled directly from the MLS, so if there are incorrect fields that you can't fill out yourself, just go ahead and contact our client care team. Otherwise, go ahead and input your information. The biggest thing to make sure that you get on there is your cell phone number. So the reason why it's important to have accurate contact information in the application is because Centrikey uses that to identify callers and determine authorization for system access, as well as text messaging for showing time notifications. Alright, so the beauty of this system is that it allows you to track who goes in and out of your property through the access log, and it'll essentially tell you who went into your property, how they got into your property, and when they got into your property. Centrikey also has a mobile application that allows you to access lockboxes directly from your phone. This provides you, as a buyer's agent, the ease of access without having to worry about carrying keys. It also allows you, as the seller's agent, information regarding who is entering the home. This technology has become a game changer in business and provided agents on both sides of the transaction a way to elevate the level of service that they provide to their clients. When you're ready to learn more about the system, you can either check out our YouTube channel at High Central MLS or check out their YouTube channel at Centralock 1. RPR, or Realtor Property Resource, helps you to create reports that make it look like you have an entire marketing department at your disposal. This platform is going to allow you to back up any valuation model that you create with MLS data and public records data. All you have to do is head over to the property summary section of your listing you're looking at, and then hit that Refine Value tab. And then from there, you can adjust all different types of factors that will play into pricing for the property. And based off of that, you can create this report that will be aesthetically pleasing for your client to see how you came up with the standpoint you did for whether they're selling their listing or what they should offer for a new property. And it'll just elevate that level of professionalism for you in your client's eye. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is make sure that your contact information is up to date. So you want to head over here to the top right corner where there's this caret, click on it, and then select Profile. From here, you can go ahead and upload a photo and your office logo for your branding, and then just make sure that all of your contact information is correct. Something that's really cool with this application, you can go ahead and connect and link your ZipForms account, as well as monitor the devices that you're logging in on under your RPR account. The other thing that's also included, you can go ahead and create a assistant user to your account. This means that your assistant is going to be able to act as you when needed, and then all you have to do from there is make sure you select I have read and agree with the terms of RPR, and then click save from there. And from there, you're going to be able to really use RPR to the fullest. RPR also provides a mobile application for users. By downloading this app to your mobile device, you put yourself in the position to get status changes on properties immediately to your phone. This has the power to show that you are the market expert for your clients. With RPR, you have many tools at your disposal to help you elevate your brand and marketing potential, so get started on using it today.
We also have showing time, and this is something that I highly recommend you integrate into your business.
So with showing time, I highly recommend that you enable this feature on all of your listings, as well as utilize this feature when you can as a buyer's agent. Where you can go to adjust those settings is going into that showing time app, going under my profile, and then selecting edit profile. Here, I want you to make sure that you have all of your information correct. I would recommend syncing your calendar, and then of course just selecting your listing agent preferences right there, as well as your buyer's agent preferences. And the great thing about this is that it'll make sure that you get the most accurate information, and that some of the default settings can already be done for you. So if you are a listing agent and you want to make sure that there's no overlap between appointments, you can select the buffer time that you want between them so that you don't have multiple people in a showing at one time. And it's just great. So I highly recommend looking at all of these different preferences that you can select prior to really setting up and going in and inputting those listings. As you can see, this platform can be utilized by both listing agents and buyer's agents. In fact, if you go to the agent homepage on that slide, you do see where you have appointments yet to be confirmed, as well as your appointments confirmed for the foreseeable future. Additionally, one of the things that I think is really cool is you can go ahead and create showing tours for your client. All you have to do is select all of the showings, both confirmed and pending, and input those listing IDs in the tour. And then from there, you can select the time that you want for your appointments to be. So let's say this one's going to start at 11 o'clock because that was the confirmed time. And then I wanted the tour to start at the office just so we can meet, set expectations, and make sure that we're on the same page of what we're looking for when we go through all these showings. And if you do end up making a huge day of it, you can add another stop and go to lunch somewhere. We can just put lunch, and then we can put to be determined, right? And we can add that stop. Or maybe we can't put to be determined, but you can essentially decide anywhere you want to go for lunch, and then add that in, and you can do it like that. And you can send this to your client. Realist is the feature that houses all the public records data. This platform will help you to find data on any property in the event that it has never been entered into the MLS. In this platform, you are able to search for property information if you know the beginning of an address or the beginning of a name, and you can pull information regarding the TMK number, the tax records, essentially anything relevant in public records regarding a specific property. You also have the ability to create mailing labels for properties both on and off market. This can allow you to send out mailers to properties in a given area regardless if they've been included in the MLS before. It also gives you insight on contact information for properties that are not owner occupied, and send a mailer to the address on file from tax records. Do you want visually appealing stats and graphs that can be used on your Facebook, blog, or website? InfoSparks can help you towards becoming known as the market expert in any given niche market. It allows you to share your search criteria stats in two forms, either static or live, and it's essentially a form of content that you won't have to worry about generating every time. Instead, you can focus on how to read and understand the given trends in your desired market. Something else that's really cool with this application, it'll help you to show the hard statistics in order to back up what you are saying to your clients. So for instance, you can show them the average days on market for properties and show them that it's declining so that they can see how hot the market is. Whether you're dealing with buyers or sellers, InfoSparks is going to help you with pulling the data and the charts and the graphs to help you walk into that pricing conversation ready and prepared. So make sure to start looking into using InfoSparks today. Zip Forms is an NAR and HAR benefit that should be at the center of your transactions. Utilizing this application will help save you time on handwriting contracts and enable you to save templates of all the usual files you normally need in a transaction. Your Zip Forms dashboard is going to help you stay organized by providing you an up-to-date look at what's going on in your real estate business. So as you can see here, it shows you the packets that still need to be signed, your listings that are going to expire, your transactions that have closed, and if you had sales or things of that nature, you would have all of that potential income up here for you. And something that's really cool about this platform is that you can create different templates for different real estate transactions to make sure that you have the main components, the main forms that you need to fill out in each transaction already saved, so you're not having to search those every single time. Another cool thing about Zip Forms is that you also can enable DocuSign on your agreements. And the beauty of this is that it's an additional benefit or service that you can offer to your clients so that they don't have to come into the office to sign any paperwork. Instead, you can send it to them and they can sign each agreement electronically. So that could be a convenience factor for them that they would enjoy having. And then the last thing that I want to draw your attention to is that tasks section. Here you can put different tasks that require either you to complete or one of your clients to complete and put it on a timeline. That way, the system will send you or whoever needs to complete the task a reminder as that date is coming up to complete it. And this is going to help you stay on track and stay on top of your business as a real estate professional. ImmoViewer allows you to create virtual house tours. Utilizing this benefit is another selling point that you can provide your sellers for marketing purposes. Essentially, what's going to happen when you choose to enable ImmoViewer on your listing is it's going to take the first 15 photos that you've uploaded into the MLS, and after 24 hours, turn them into a slideshow video with music and transitions, and it's going to put it onto an unbranded landing page so that you don't have to worry about having a video that's MLS compliant. So from an end user side, I want to show you what that's going to look like. So for example, on this listing, right, they're going to click that virtual tour icon, and it's this unbranded landing page that looks like this, that has the price and all the property details there. And then when they click the video, I'm going to go ahead and show you a tidbit of what that's going to look like for somebody watching. Okay, so that's just a general idea of what ImmoViewer can do for you as a part of your member benefits with High Central MLS. You can also choose to create a 3D or 360 virtual tour. It does require a little bit more work and it does ask for a little bit more equipment, but I'll go over what that looks like and the benefits of that as well. So, the cool thing about a 3D 360 virtual tour is it transports the viewer to make them feel like they're actually there at the property checking it out. So it'd be kind of like if you were at your own open house by yourself, right? Because look at this, doesn't it just make you feel like you're at the property looking around? It's really cool because you can look up at the sky, you can look down, right? Because it's a 360 tour. You can like walk into another room just by clicking that button and look around that room. And then when you're ready, you can move on to the next room and so forth. And again, you can check out the whole area and see what it looks like because it's a 360-degree tour. And let's just go down to this bottom floor, right, and check it out. So look at that, you know, it's pretty cool. You can still see outside. You wanted to go outside again from the lanai and see what it looks like closer outside. So all you need for equipment wise to do this is a Ricoh Theta camera. That's a 360 camera. Or if you wanted to, you guys could download that ImmoViewer app on your phone and then create a 3D 360 virtual tour that way. It's just kind of really cool because it makes someone feel, again, like I said, like they're there. It's really good for people who might live out of state or in another country because this is going to allow them to feel like they're there, even if they're unable to check out the property prior to putting in an offer.
The NAR icon provides a direct link to find out about events and utilize the numerous tools and benefits available to you as a member of NAR. This brings you to their website where you can find out about real estate topics, membership, research and statistics, political advocacy, education, news and events, additional information about NAR, and much, much more.
The next platform that I want to talk to you guys about is Remind, which is this platform over here. In my opinion, there's quite a few cool things that Remind can do for you. One of the things that I think are the coolest options is helping you to really narrow down and focus your prospective client list for marketing, right? So if you head over to the search section, the different filters that you can apply will help you to narrow down your list when prospecting for clients that are highly likely to sell their homes, right? So some of those filters include ownership time, which is going to help you to see how long someone's been in a home, right? And you can filter, do I want someone who's been in their home for 5 to 10 years, 10 to 15 years, anything like that, right? And you can combine that with sell score. So how likely are these people to sell their homes? So especially if you are looking for people who are likely to sell their homes, you hit highly likely to sell their homes with any of those ownership times, that's going to help narrow down your list considerably. And of course, putting it in a given area might help. And then the other thing that's pretty cool that you can add, and all of these are search filters that you can apply if you have the right, depending on your level of membership. So for your starter pack, one of the other good ones that would be to use is your mortgage rate percentage. And the reason being is someone who's paying 6% on a mortgage, if they were to get a 3% mortgage now, they can get a much nicer home and pay the same amount that they're paying currently. So those are some things to think about when you're filtering through and trying to find prospective clients that might be listing their property or might be interested, right? And what's cool about this is after you have that list, you can ask Remind to send out beautiful mailers for you to the addresses of the people that you've narrowed your list to, as opposed to having to create the labels, attach those labels, and then mail them out yourself. So Remind will give you the option to purchase that versus having to do that yourself. The other thing about that that's really cool is it's going to save you time, right? Because now you only have to, click, 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 and send on the way. Now you have time to focus on becoming the market expert and improving your knowledge of the real estate industry. So it's just one of those things where Remind's going to help you to work smarter, not harder. And speaking of just becoming more of that market expert, if you go to the daily dashboard, you can add new cards that can essentially be that market pulse in a typical zip code to help you to compare the different areas. So it's pretty cool to see. It helps you to just get a general idea of what's going on in the market. And the other thing, again, right, I always say knowledge is power. Knowing what's going on is going to help you to do more and just set yourself apart as that market expert. One of the things that's really cool is regardless if you have a Twitter or not, you can actually look up accounts, so different real estate accounts that have a Twitter account, and see what they're posting. So for instance, if I wanted to look up what High Central MLS is posting on their Twitter, I can do that and see everything that they've posted right here. So, and that's without having to create a Twitter. So it's just some of those things that are really cool that you can utilize through Remind. You can also download the mobile application version of this tool to utilize from your phone or tablet. This will allow you to have the full power and capabilities of Remind at your fingertips. Quickly search for people and properties through this platform and add them to a cart instantly. Generate new leads when you invite them to download your branded application. Engage with clients through the integrated chat feature and allow them to easily look for properties while staying informed on listings they're interested in or sharing. Let's get into MLS Touch. This little application is essentially your MLS on the go for your mobile device. Download the MLS Touch app today by going to the App Store or Google Play. This will allow you to interact with your clients on a more personal basis. Once you have the app downloaded, make sure to select Hawaii and High Central MLS as the board that you are a part of and input your login credentials. From there, you can get a quick overview on what this powerful app has to offer. Whether it's gaining access to listings quickly through InstaView, viewing Realist tax data, or searching comparable properties for pricing, this application allows you to pull data on the go. But that's not all. It also allows you to create content to share on Facebook and comes with the ability to create your own branded application to share, increasing your visibility in the market and enabling closer relationships between you and your client. Take time today to set up your own branded mobile application so that you are privy to what your clients are searching and be proactive about starting discussions. Once you've created your branded application, you can send it to your clients via email or text with a link for them to download. Now that we've gone over the majority and the big part of what your MLS dashboard is, I just want to show you some of the other links and things on this system. So if you scroll down to the Follow Us section, you see our icon for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and our Facebook group. Highly recommend, if you haven't done so already, click on each of those things and follow us, subscribe. I would love to interact with you on those platforms. So it's a good source of information and to just continue to interact with your real estate community. Then over here in the top right corner where it says news and updates, it's not something you really need to worry about too much. We don't utilize it that often. Primarily, if there's anything important, we're going to either include it in the Honolulu Board of Realtors e-news report, or we're going to include it in your Matrix News Blast, which you'll be seeing in that Matrix icon when you click into that. The next section is this InfoSparks stats graphic. So this is just an example of things that you can create with InfoSparks. And this is just MLS data, right? So for instance, you have the supply and how many homes there are, as well as the number of closed sales each month, the days on market average for each month, and then of course that median sales price each month. So just some great information there for you. We also have a tab for useful links. So things that you might consistently need to access, right? So if you need to reach us at client care, all you have to do is click on that icon and it's going to bring you to this page that tells you how you can reach us, right? How we can help you, whether it's by phone, by email, and the hours of our operation. The next one is updating your HBR profile. So if you change your phone number, if you change your office, right? When you click that, it's going to bring you here and you're going to go ahead and log in with your HBR credentials into the system. And from there, again, all you have to do is edit your profile by clicking edit. The next one in this tab is your forms and docs. So these are popular forms and documents that you may need access to throughout your career. And then lastly, this is your market stats section. So it's just a quick link to the infographic and the data surrounding market statistics. And you'll be able to click in and log in and get that information there for you to share as you wish. And then lastly, we have our training schedule. So this will house all of the MLS classes that are upcoming for you to be able to sign up for. All you have to do is find one that interests you, get the information, and then you can click here to register. It's going to redirect you to the Honolulu Board of Realtors site where you can finalize the registration and get the confirmation for the Zoom link for your session. But those essentially, guys, that's everything that has to do with your MLS dashboard and all of the different member benefits that you guys have that you can utilize. Thank you so much for joining me today. Myself and our client care team is here to support you to make sure that you are able to do the most in the real estate industry to help you be successful. And I hope you are able to incorporate some of these platforms. Some of them, piqued your interest throughout this video and that you want to dive more into those in the future. If you do, go ahead and look into our YouTube channel for different tutorials on how to utilize those platforms further, or you can always call us over here at High Central MLS and we can walk you through and talk you how to use those platforms, or sometimes we do offer classes on those platforms as well. But thank you guys so much. Till next time.